Let me guess. You are tired, you're probably really drained, you spend hours and hours scrolling on your phone, you go to sleep late, you wake up early because you just can't get any rest, even though you're constantly resting, and you don't know where to start to get your life back on track. But it feels too complicated to start, but when you don't start, you're just sinking deeper and deeper into that dark place of yours. And you just don't know how to get out of it. And I honestly get that so much. I've been there several times, genuinely more than I can count, and probably more than I can even remember. And I will tell you in this video how to get out of a dark place of yours and how to get your life back on track. So, I am a psychology student, and I don't know how it is in other countries, but in Germany we are having exam phase right now. So it is literally 11 in the evening, and I'm drinking a coffee just to get this video down and just to maybe study afterwards. We'll see what the time is. But I am just doing this format because I just want to get the topics down really quickly. I also didn't really prepare a script. I just prepared some like bracket points on my statistics, whatever papers that I'm almost finished with, even though I'm genuinely doing so much statistics. It's like genuinely crazy. I genuinely spent like 200 sheets of paper for statistics. It is crazy. But I have exams, and that is why I'm not doing anything else but study. And I'm in a very competitive degree personally. Like psychology in Germany is really competitive for the clinical masters, and you see everyone studying so much, and so you feel the urge to study too. You just can't relax your mind and you can't relax your brain. This is probably a video that I should do as well as soon as I'm done, but I just know that as soon as I get out, I don't know what to do, because whenever I have exams, during the exam, when everything that I worry about is just passing that with a good enough grade, I'm always like, oh my god, I wish I had free time. I would read, I would go on nature walks, I would spend my effort into this like social media career, whatever. I would do this, I would do that, and I have like a large list of things that I want to do and things that I want to complete. But then as soon as exams are over, no matter what I do, no matter if I even plan it, set a list, blah blah, I genuinely, the first week, I'm just rotted in my bed, like I'm genuinely tucked chained to it, and I'm just watching like loads and loads of stuff. And that is obviously okay. Like if that is what you need to reset, to calm down and to get back on track, then please go for it. But I often sink into something and then I just can't get out, and then the holidays are over, university is starting again, and I'm like, what did I even do with my time? So this video is exactly why I'm trying to help you with my techniques on how to get that back on track. First of all, the most important thing, try to get off your phone as much as you can. Like literally, if you have the opportunity to give it to a family member or a friend. I live alone. I would even give my phone to a friend that doesn't even live with me, because I obviously don't live with anyone, Sherlock. But just to have it away, like literally, I block all my social media. I have access to social media can't talk, for 30 minutes a day. I often unblock it, to be honest, but I am trying to be like really strict with my social media, and so should you, because to be honest, especially when I'm in a dark place, I scroll on social media, and when I'm really dark inside, I don't really like the positive self-improvement content and I would need right now. And I'm usually just like watching people that are so much better than me, that seem to be so much further. I compare myself with people that I don't even align with and people that I don't even want to be. Like literally, I don't want to be a multi-billionaire with like a huge ass mansion. Like that is not my goal in life. That is not what I want to achieve. But I am still watching that and I'm still jealous. And sometimes I don't know what am I even jealous about, because that is not a lifestyle that I would want for myself. And also, when you're on social media, you engage in a lot of negativity. Like, for example, I get rage baited easily. And whenever there's like a male alpha, whatever, red pill theory podcaster, I genuinely will lose everything. I'll get so angry, and I'll probably go on the profile and like watch every one of these reels, every single thing of these reels, and get like super pissed and even more angry. And then I'll just close my phone, leave Instagram, and be like super miserable for the rest of the day. And I'm just like, what the hell am I doing this for? So please, if you literally can, make it like separated. What I sometimes have is I have a folder on my phone with like saved Instagram reels that are about motivation, that are about self-improvement, about positivity. And whenever I want to scroll, I sometimes let myself scroll, but just these specific reels. And especially if these are like highly motivational ones, I genuinely sometimes like watch half of this reel and put my phone down and get back to work. But one other important thing that goes hand in hand with social media is to not beat yourself up when you do scroll a lot, or when you do spend time doing something unproductive, because we're humans and we can't function every single time, every single day. And I feel like in a lot of times when we have spent all of our day on social media, we genuinely leave the phone. The head is like so heavy, it is buzzing, and we always tell ourselves, oh my god, I'm a failure, I didn't do anything, I can't even remember one of the like a single one of the reels that I've watched. It's just like such a mess in my head. And I get what you mean, like these things may be true, but I feel like when you're beating yourself up for it, when you're telling yourself that you are a failure, you're dragging yourself more and more into a specific corner that you don't want to be for yourself. And I feel like when you constantly say, oh my god, I am addicted to my phone, I am failing myself, I have a destructed dopamine system, you are like reaffirming that you are just glued to your phone. And if you'd be like, oh my god, okay, I scrolled a lot today, but I needed that to like calm my brain down, then because I had loads of work before, whatever, even if you didn't, even if life has been too much or whatever, like it will give you way more space, like way more freedom, way more opportunity to get off that phone, because you're not telling yourself that you are addicted or something like that. And also one thing that helps me a lot is after I had a really bad day of like such unproductivity, I usually sit down in the evening and I journal. I get everything out that I worry about. And then I also think about like what I consider as a productive day. Like if my mood could have switched from day one to day two, how would my day look like? And then I'll think, what is the bare minimum of what I can do? Like it really depends. If it could be 1 hour of gym, or half an hour walk, or like an hour of study, or engaging in a hobby that you used to do before you get into this. Like just something that you can retouch, or something that you can do again. And even if you just do a little thing, even if you get your morning routine again, or even if you go for a walk, if you meet up with a friend, if you do something, you'll already feel like you can do something. You already feel better because you said I can't talk, sorry. But the evening before, you sat there and you said to yourself, I am going to do this bare minimum thing. And that even like reaffirms that you can do it. Like you are proving yourself that you can get out of anything. And that is amazing. So genuinely, homework, if you are in a really dark, crowded place right now, just set up something, like maybe one thing, or if you're feeling like productive, 2 or 3 of like teeny tiny minimum things. Don't push it, don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, you get right into that space again after that day, because you feel like you can't handle the amount of work that you set up for yourself. and just do these teeny tiny little things, and then I promise you, you already feel better, you already feel like you've accomplished more, and you already feel like you can trust yourself. And genuinely, trusting yourself is the most important thing that you need to do in your life, because you are the only person that is always there. You're the only person that will never leave. So if you don't trust yourself, and especially if you don't stick to your words, you'll just be, I don't know, you'll just be maybe kind of lost, because to be honest, by the end of the day, it's just you. It will always just be you. And so trust that, play with that, live with that. And third of all, please don't compare with other people. Like, I feel like in a lot of times when I actually get out of something and I engage and talk to people, I like hear all the stuff that they have done or all the things that have been going on amazingly in their life, and I'm honestly genuinely happy for them. I want my friends to succeed. I want everyone to succeed. But obviously sometimes you just can't stop the self-comparison, and then you're like, oh my god, what have I done? Especially when you study psychology, like genuinely everyone here is like so much chasing grades, like straight A's. Even a straight A is sometimes not good enough. And then sometimes you hear on how much work people did, or how intelligent they are, or how easy studying is for them, and you're like comparing. You're like, oh my god, I didn't do that much work. Oh my god, studying isn't that easy for me. I take like a little bit longer. And you feel like that you can't like keep up with them, and that is not what you should feel, and that is not anything that is supposed to help you, because what will you learn from that? And why would you even be jealous? Because these people have a completely different path of life. They have a completely different journey than yours. So why would you even be jealous of something that isn't yours, if you get what I mean? Like, what is for you will always be for you, but what is for them will always be for them. And that is always like something that you can find peace with, obviously. But I feel like in the moment we don't realize that other good things are meant for us, and we just really self-compare. And that is also a huge thing with social media. Like, we open the phone and we see everything. We literally have access to the entire world, and that is on the one hand a super amazing thing, because you can teach, you can like get your voice out everywhere. But on the other hand, it is also like you feel like you are not doing enough, or you feel like that you are super behind, and that is just not true, because there is no behind. So I feel like just compare to yourself. Like, ask yourself on how much you did yesterday. Like, did you already improve, or did you improve like a week ago or from a few years back? Because I know obviously if I would compare myself to like huge people on that I see on Instagram, obviously I feel like behind. Obviously I will feel like I haven't accomplished anything. But if I compare myself to what I've been like 2 years ago, oh my god, I got myself to places where I didn't even think that it was possible to go to. And this is also something that is really empowering, and something that you should constantly tell yourself and constantly look back. And also, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my cheat sheet all the time. Oh my god, cheat sheet is so hard to pronounce to a non-English speaker. But next one is sit in silence and try to reconnect with yourself. Like, I feel like in a lot of times when we are like glued to our phone because we don't know to get out, our brain actually kind of subconsciously knows what we want to do, but since we are so on the phone, we don't give it even the time to think and figure out, and we just pass and pass and pass. And sometimes genuinely sitting in silence, just sitting on a chair and literally doing nothing, sometimes random thoughts come up, random ideas come up, and I'm like, oh my god, I should really do this, or I want to do this, and whatever. And I feel like sometimes a lot of you people haven't even sat in silence for like 10 minutes in like years. Like, literally just set yourself a timer for whatever, for like 20 minutes or something, and sit in silence, and I promise you, your brain will come up with a solution. Your brain will know what to do, because our brain is incredible. Like, our brain constantly thinks, our brain will constantly find a way on what to do. So genuinely, this is a huge game changer. And also sometimes retouching or reconnecting with something that I loved from my childhood, because I feel like loads of the things that I did as a child and I was so passionate about are also things that I loved as an adult, but I got out of touch with them just because of school, of university work, of like the media, of what people expect you to do. And I feel like when I only, like, even if I just have an hour and I do something like that I used to do as a child, it makes me feel really happy and it makes me feel really fulfilled. So whatever this reconnecting thing would be for you, I definitely recommend that as well. And also, when you are in a dark place, I obviously know what life feels like. You usually have your routine on what you would do if you wouldn't be in that dark place. Like, for example, you would probably meet with friends, you'd get some work done, you go to the gym, but in that moment you just can't, and your brain is constantly telling you, oh my god, I'm too tired, I literally can't interact with people right now, or oh my god, I can't go to the gym, let's just not do it, let's be nice to myself, let's just relax my body. Or it's like a mental health care thing. And obviously, I'm a psychology student, I will never tell you to not take care of your mental health, but and if it's just like for a week or for like certain period of time, it is obviously totally fine. But often we don't go to the gym for a week, and then the week after, and then the week after, and we feel worse and worse and worse. But the longer we wait, the harder it is to get back into it. And I feel like we push each other deeper and deeper into a corner. So I feel like, and this also makes a lot of sense when we think about our hormones. Like, for example, that is also what I learned from biology or neuropsychology, because when we are avoiding something that we feel uncomfortable with, when we're avoiding something that we are scared of, it feels like a release. Like, it feels like all of our dopamine, like serotonin hormones are kicking in, and we get like super happy and we get excited for a moment because we avoided something that we've been scared about. And obviously, evolutionary, it is amazing, it makes loads of sense to avoid the things that you're scared of, because back then we needed that to survive. But guess what? You don't need to survive anymore. And I feel like sometimes it is amazing to not listen to your brain. Like, if your brain is like, I shouldn't be hanging out, like I shouldn't be meeting friends, I'm like way too socially awkward right now, I'm way too tired. Or if your brain says, oh, I shouldn't be going to the gym, just do it. Even if you do it for like 10 minutes, even if you pop up there for 10 minutes and I'm like, oh my god, I can't, sorry, I need to leave. Fine, it's fine, but at least you've done something, at least you've done, like, you went a baby step, and that is already more than enough. Like, baby steps are huge. Like, it's genuinely more than enough. You don't need to do crazy things. And that is like a misconception that we often hear on media or friends or like other toxic places that aren't the best for us. And I am talking so long always. I am really sorry. I should really turn this channel into a podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll get out. I am supporting you. I love you. I am from afar. If there's anything you need to know, if there's any mental support that you need, just hit me down in the comment section. I'll be there. I'll reply to everything. And I genuinely hope you're feeling better. And this video also, I should have made the disclaimer at the beginning, but this video isn't like for depression, because obviously I'm not a professional. I want to be a professional, but right now I'm not. I'm still in my bachelor's degree, and so this is not licensed or like scientifically proven advice for like actual diagnosed mental illnesses. So please keep like that in mind. And obviously I hope my advice helped you, and I love you. Bye bye.